For those of you that don't know us, my name is Jon Könz, and I'm talking to Alan Elder and Torbjørn Laursen, the chair and the vice chair of the Extinguishing Section. While we've had changes in the board, the Extinguishing Section leadership didn't change, but I'm sure not all of our members know you. So could I ask the both of you, Alan and Torbjørn, to present yourselves shortly? Alan, would you like to start?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Jon. Yes, so in my day job, I work for Johnson Controls. I'm based in Manchester in the UK. I was honoured to be offered the chance to lead the Euralarm Extinguishing Section, which I've done for around 3 years. I've been in the fire protection industry for almost 45 years and held many different positions in Johnson Controls, or formerly Tyco, including system design, business development, R&D, and for almost 10 years was sales director for Europe, Middle East and Africa, before becoming global product director for engineered systems. Most recently, I've taken the role as fellow for industry relations, which encompasses global codes and standards, as well as continuing to support JCI across many functional groups, including sales, BD, product management, operations and R&D. As well as my role as chairman of the Euralarm Extinguishing Section, I'm also chairman of the ISO SC8 committee, chairman of the British Standards Committee covering gaseous systems and water mist, as well as a member of TC 191 and Working Group 6. I guess that's a sort of brief overview of my background.
Great, thank you. Torbjørn?
Yes, thank you. Torbjørn Laursen. I'm more junior than Alan. I've only been in the trade for 40 years, so it's outranking me completely. So yeah, I'm representing the organization Sikkerhedsbranchen in Denmark. In my daily work, I work for Fire Eater. I'm a part owner of Fire Eater, and I've been driving it for many years. Now my role is also a little bit like Alan. I've moved into a role where I'm looking after the more overall technology and product development, and also education and things like that. So I've been working also with the product development of all the components going into fire extinguishing systems, and also a little bit on electronics, but not that much, but more mechanical parts. I've been doing also project management and also sales, and then I've been the CEO of Fire Eater for about 20 years. Yeah, that's my background in Sikkerhedsbranchen. I'm also heading the extinguishing section we have there, and I'm also in the leadership of the group for fire products. So yeah, that's my background.
I guess that's 85 years between us, Tob. You're not too bad.
Okay, you do have quite an impressive set of responsibilities and years of service in the field. Well, you've also built up a very strong extinguishing section that's been growing steadily. You have as well, the whole group seemed to me to be extremely active. What do you see as the key accomplishments of the section over the past years?
I think that as a new section in Euralarm, it was important initially to establish the section as the voice of authority in the area of extinguishing systems, and I think we're making pretty good progress in that area. We've been successful in steadily increasing membership to include organisations that represent all aspects of fire protection, as well as forming liaisons with other organisations such as the European Fire Sprinkler Network. This allows us to share our knowledge and share the activities that we're doing, but also gain knowledge and an understanding of the objectives of those sister organisations. So I would say those are probably, for me, the biggest accomplishments in the early formation years of the Extinguishing Section. Torbjørn?
Yeah, I think I agree, but I would also like to add to that that we have also managed in the section to actually, across the different interests that are represented in the section, we have managed to make a lot of very, I think, strong material on position papers and explanatory papers and technical papers on what we are doing that can be very helpful to a lot of people. And also, I think, as for Euralarm, can also and is attracting the interest of more people to participate, because they see that the work is being done. It is very productive, and I think, yeah, I would maybe put that and rank that as the biggest achievement.
Well, I agree with both of you. It is a very active group and quite an excited group to go forward. Now, looking forward, where do you see changes coming in the extinguishing market? Do you see emerging or new technologies coming in play? Alan?
Okay, I think a big part of our responsibilities is to educate the market on key developments in the industry, including, as you say, those emerging technologies that will need new solutions, such as alternative fuels, lithium-ion batteries, etc. So, for sure, the extinguishing market is changing. It will continue to change, and I think we see ourselves as having a key role in addressing those emerging technologies. Torbjørn, would you?
Yeah, I think also it is important to understand that there are a number of areas, a number of application areas, not just the new ones like the power to X or lithium-ion batteries and so on, where the technologies represented in the extinguishing section, they can actually be used to actively reduce damages and losses and so on, even death in society. And that's also, I think, key to the section that we will, in the future, we will also focus a lot on bringing our technologies into, let's say, helping society keep becoming safer and stronger. And I think that's one of the DNAs of the section that this was what we actually started the section on this thought that we should do more to get the product known in the broad public. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Torbjørn. And I agree with you. It's visible to me, not knowing the both of you beforehand, that you've done that, and you've done that very successfully. Now, let me change subjects and ask you a question. For us, we've seen the Green Deal that the European Commission is promoting on sustainability and digitalization. Do you see influence to the extinguishing business coming from this?
Yeah, I think without doubt the industry is changing with an increased emphasis on more environmentally acceptable methods to fight fires, whether that's in gases or with foams. I think as an industry we've got a good track record of adapting to change, whether it was reacting to the Halon phase out due to ozone depletion concerns, to the introduction of products that have zero or negligible global warming potential. I think fluorine-free foams are addressing concerns over the effects of certain substances on the environment. And I think on digitalisation, we recognise the world is becoming more connected, and we endeavour to ensure that the mechanical fire protection systems are able to embrace digitalisation through remote monitoring and actually become much more part of a fully connected world.
Torbjørn, any comments?
Only that I totally agree with Alan. I think it's well said. So.
Okay. Thank you. Now, again, I'm going from a very different angle. We've talked inside in Euralarm about the need to get a younger workforce and attracting a younger workforce. to be able to solve the issue that's coming from the post-war generation that is slowly but steadily retiring. How do you see we can make our field more attractive? And within that, where do you see the importance of qualification or education in this process?
Well, maybe I will start for once. I think basically the new generations, they are very much driven by purpose, by sustainability and all such things. And this is something that we can certainly deliver. And I think it's something that we should we should have a lot of focus on advocating this, that we in the extinguishing section, we have products that fit into all these things that are so much asked for by the younger generation, and also the UN sustainability goals. Yeah, we can do a lot there, and so therefore we have so much to offer, and this is something we need to highlight, both for all the Euralarm, but also for the extinguishing section. I think we have very good possibility to actually attract people with younger background. Not that Alan and I, we're not young, we just have 85 years of experience. That's different.
And I think this is true across the fire industry, and it's not unique to extinguishing, but we have seen over the last few years a few more apprentice schemes being introduced in some countries, and so getting younger people into the industry is certainly possible. But the challenge, like in so many other industries these days, is actually keeping those people in the industry and getting them to choose fire as a lifetime career path. You know, it's become a lifetime career path for Torbjørn and I, but we do see so many younger people who do 2 or 3 years in the industry and then move on to something else. So we've got to keep the industry relevant. We've got to keep it interesting, and help those people develop their careers within this exciting area of industry.
It's a good point, what you just mentioned. I think it's not only getting new people, it's keeping them in. Now, I've mentioned, from my view, very active group that you have. It's exciting to see for me. Now, if you would have a message to state, why should companies be joining the extinguishing section of Euralarm? Alan?
Want me to go? Okay, I'll go first. Well, I think as Torbjørn and I have alluded to in the previous answers, we do feel that we're extremely relevant. We do embrace all different technologies. It's not just about gaseous systems or foam systems. Any technologies are welcome into the Euralarm extinguishing section. We're working on a number of exciting projects at the moment in respect to guidance on different aspects of the industry. We've just recently completed a paper on lithium-ion battery fire protection. We've issued papers on other subjects previously, and in some cases we've had more than 3,000 downloads of those papers as they've hit the streets. So I think that anybody wishing to join Euralarm has the opportunity to participate in the development of those papers, benefit from those papers, share those experiences and that expertise with their customers and their staff, and just truly learn more and participate more in the extinguishing industry within Europe.
Torbjørn, did you want to add anything?
And yes, please. I would like to add that participating in the extinguishing section is also giving you insight in a lot of different things going on with standards. What's going to happen in the future, and being a business operating in this area. I think I would personally not like to not be in it, because it's like the most important place of getting to know people. It's also an awesome place to do the let's say networking and keep good contact with your colleagues or competitors and so on, so that you actually get a good understanding about what is going on. You will be having good understanding of what other people are doing, and I think that's both socially and also commercially it's very important. So yeah, it's a good place to sit in this group, and yeah, we are not always agreeing on things, not at all. On the contrary, I would maybe even say, but we do it in an amicable way, and it's very constructive and fruitful. So who dares not to be in this? I can't imagine.
Well, Alan, Torbjørn, all I can say is keep up the good work. I think you've done an excellent job in the past 3 years, and I'm expecting the same for the coming 3 years.
Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you for your preparation. Thank you for, I thought it was you, and after both of you explained why and the way that you have explained things, I'm ready to join the extinguishing section.
We've always got places, John. We are going to be the biggest section. I've told you that. I've warned you that. We will be the biggest section.